on Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. And hey.
I know.
Welcome to your Tuesday.
Oh, my God. We're almost halfway through the week.
Guys, because we celebrate the weekend from a Thursday.
Well, I don't know what's better, the long weekend or the short week that follows.
Now, we did say last week there will be those employees out there taking the piss.
Yes.
And probably
making it an extra long weekend.
Making it about them, Lauren.
Although I reckon most people did it on Friday.
Yeah, but you know how there's that certain demographic that, like to do things differently and make it about them.
We are a man down in here today. Our favourite middle child, Clint Stanaway, is sick. It's finally caught up with him, do you think?
What do you think? The 7 jobs he does or?
Potentially, yeah.
So,
or maybe he's actually off sick with a broken heart from yesterday's King's birthday defeat.
Mate, I got a
What
photo.
game.
I got a photo of him in the president's lunch. He was up on stage emceeing that. I'm like, does that man sleep ever?
I know.
Well, he is
had,
this morning.
Yes, no, he's resting, and we hope you feel better soon, Clinty. I, for one, will really miss you because I am stuck with Jase all morning.
I am in a mood.
And you're in a mood, even before you just said, oh, I'm in a mood.
I'm in a fun little mood. I love a short week. What a game of footy yesterday.
Oh, my God. You know what? From the beginning of that whole ceremony with the MND slide all the way through to the final siren, it was just, in fact, after the final siren, there were fireworks there too. We'll get to that shortly.
I watched it pretty much from, the start of the big freeze. While cooking a roast, I was channeling you.
Oh, perfect. I love that. Normally on a Sunday, good roast weather in the rain yesterday.
Well, my oven broke.
Oh, what?
Yeah, oven went down after I bought the lamb. So...
What do you mean it broke?
Like it's broken. A spark came out and it didn't turn on. So I switched gear. Pivot, as they say during COVID.
Uber Eats.
No, I cooked it in the barbecue.
Oh.
So that
How
whether
did
it's...
that go? What do you do?
Great.
Put the barbecue on like a... You got to try and temperature.
Yeah, I've got... Well,
regulate
that's the thing. The lamb went a little dry. It's got like one of those big hoods. So like I'd have to get a little brolly
It's
run
hard
out.
to
check
get the temperature right on the
Yeah, it
barbecue.
really is.
Oh, well done though.
Yeah, it was. It was well done.
I'm a quitter. I would have thrown that towel in so quickly.
I was like, do I go the air fryer? Do I go the barbecue?
Can you do a lamb in an air fryer?
You can do anything in an air fryer. Anything.
How big was the lamb and how big's your air fryer?
That's why I went the barbecue.
Well done.
Yep, thank you. But yeah, what a game of footy yesterday. I was
Amazing
channeling my
scenes.
old man. I was screaming at the TV.
I know. Well, I was trying to nap on the couch and Paul was screaming at the TV.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. Huge turnout and what a game for the Big Freeze as well. The money they raised, well done to the
and
sliders.
I saw the government threw in $4.5 million as well yesterday.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh.
Sure did. Well done.
Well, it's our donation.
For research, which is great.
Did we end up finding out, did you see Shervo from Channel 7 Sunrise went down the big slide?
So he said he was going to donate 10 grand if he got through.
A company said, if you keep the Thor outfit on and don't have a shower, because he had to fly back to Sydney to do Sunrise.
Oh, was it different? I thought he was going to do it himself.
No, it was a company that came out and said it. And they said, if you stay in that outfit, wet, and get on the plane to go back to Sydney.
Oh, we must find out if he did that.
But his face, he had no idea it was coming.
Oh, didn't he?
No. Oh, hang on. Jez.
We were texting Chris Hemsworth yesterday showing him the photos, but like, someone's dressed up as you.
What did he say?
Didn't reply. I don't know.
New number, who it is?
Well, he's overseas. He's in London.
So we'll get a random message today because of the time difference going,
hey! Like, how cool someone's dressed up as you, like he's never seen anyone in a Thor costume in his life. Anyway, do we know?
Yeah, we saw the photo of Shervo on the plane, still wet from the big freeze slide. So he did it.
Was he in business?
I don't know if they will let him into business.
Yeah.
Oh, he was Thor. It's the god of thunder. He can do whatever he wants.
We've got a huge show coming up today. We've got a brand new flyaway for you to win here on Nova. All the details soon. Here's Sabrina. Well, good morning, Melbourne. Sabrina Carpenter, man-child. Yeah, man-child. It's my theme song.
Like it.
It's what the kids call me.
Man-child.
Yeah.
You are a bit of a man-child.
Thank you. Nicest thing I've ever said. It is Jase and Lauren. We are sans Clint this morning. Poor thing is not well.
Clinty's having a sleep in.
They call it in the medical world a hangover.
Well, no, I know. I think he's actually sick.
In fact, 13-24-10, if you spotted Stanners at the G last night, I would love just to know the final time he was... Is Circus open on a Tuesday?
No. No. I think he would have been devastated. It was pretty flat for the Demons fans at
but
that
I think
final siren.
he would have been in full flight on the final siren. He'd been there all day. He'd hosted the president's lunch.
I don't know. I normally get a text from him if he's kicking on somewhere.
Oh, my God. He couldn't even use his phone. He was in that for bad condition.
He hosted the president's lunch, so he would have been on his best behaviour.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen at the end of the game. That lunch is early. 13-24-10.
Anyway, poor Demons fans. They did so well. It was actually quite promising for the D's. The Pies are very good to go down by 1 point.
Yeah, remember I was saying on Friday, it's a game like that. There's so much emotion in it that it doesn't feel like a normal match. It could go either way.
What about Peter Dacos going down the MND line?
As the Joker.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I love him.
Was it, who?
How good are the Dacos family?
Was it Tubby Taylor? It almost went fully backwards.
He himself.
Yeah, he was. No, he was Shane Warne.
Oh, was he Shane
Warne?
Yeah,
no, I thought the same. I was like, come on, mate. Don't just wear your own outfit.
Oh, he went as Warne.
Yeah, he went as
why
Warne.
didn't he mac on with Sharon Strzelecki?
Good call.
Missed that opportunity, didn't they?
More on the footy coming up soon, though, because there was an issue in the dressing room afterwards that was caught on camera.
No, it was on the field.
I was on the
Even
field.
Worse.
All right. So
it was on the field. Jase hasn't seen it yet. I was telling you before. A bit of biffo between two players, which I feel like it would happen with frustration probably more often than we think, but we don't often see it.
All right, we'll get to that in a sec.
Did you have a good long weekend?
I left the suburb.
You were just telling me before.
Twice.
Where did you go? How nice is a long weekend?
Oh, there's just something naughty about doing something on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, Paul and I went for a Friday lunch. We thought, we didn't have anything on Friday afternoon, so he and I had a little date lunch.
Where'd you go, La Poqueta?
No, we did go for Italian though. And then all of a sudden I woke up on Saturday and I was like, oh my God, I've still got 3 days left.
I know, because normally Saturday's like, we've peaked.
Tomorrow.
Can't go too hard tonight. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, our producer, Jase, he's an Irish lad.
Mm-hmm.
It was
to be sure.
To be sure.
To be sure.
29th birthday? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the big 2-9.
Oh, the last year in your 20.
Yeah, remember that?
Nah.
Insane.
Feels like 100 years ago.
And him and his beautiful partner, who I may have said several times that night, put a ring on it.
Oh, God.
Claudia, were going out with some friends of theirs. Hot Pete was there.
Oh, Hot Pete.
His Irish mate.
All the Irishmen. Do you have any friends that aren't Irish, Chaz?
You guys?
And they were heading to Antique Bar in Elstonwick. A couple of doors up from the Macca's there at Elstonwick off the Nepean, if you know it. Now, I've been there before.
Why is it called Antique Bar? Because you were there?
No, it's just...
Oh, Jase, come right in.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, brother.
No, there's nice... It's quite cozy. There's big couches.
Why is it called Antique Bar? Is it
I think they've got some antiques on the windows and stuff like that. Yes, yeah.
Trinkets.
Now, I've been there twice before pre and post dinner, like couples dinner. And it's normally
Is it an Irish bar, though?
Well, hang on. It's normally a bit quiet. And we've gone there for cocktails and found it very cozy. I would say it's more like a wine bar.
Right.
That's how I have experienced it in the past. So, go back to Sunday evening. We had friends of ours, Molly and Nath, came round to our place.
Molly and Nath. We love Molly and Nath.
Insta Nath. So, they were around having drinks at ours. And Lou, my wife, said, look, have people round, but I want you out by 6 because I want...
Do you know what? That's a great plan.
Yeah. Lou was like, because I just want to sit on the couch tonight and chill and watch Netflix.
Perfect.
Have whoever you want around, but at 6, you and them are out.
Bet she was watching Sirens.
Probably. I think she was.
So good. If you haven't watched it, binge it. Only 5 eps.
Gets to 6 o'clock. I'm like, all right, let's go. We've got to go. We're leaving. And Nath goes, well, do you want to come back to ours, watch the footy? And I'm like, no.
Oh, you're going house hopping?
Yeah. That's like I was 20.
Great.
And then we get in the Uber. I've booked the Uber to their place. And then I'm like, hang on. Producer Jez, it's his birthday.
Yes, and you said you'd go, and I said there's no way you'll go.
And there's just something, you're being young and free about changing your location of the Uber when you're in it.
You know what? 6 o'clock on a Sunday, you are living.
Living, Lauren. So we rock up at Antique Bar.
Yeah.
And it's heaving.
Oh.
We walk across the street. There's a doorman. And he's like, I'm sorry, we're pretty much full. Do you have a booking? Now, keep in mind, I always thought it was a cocktail bar. And I just looked at him and I'm like, yep, I'm here for the Irish birthday. And he goes, sorry? And I said, we've got some Irish friends who are having a birthday in there.
Yes? No?
I didn't know it was an Irish pub.
Oh, he was like, yes,
so
is everyone. But did he let you in?
Oh, I was like a dog at a bloody window and I'm looking in for Jizz and I'm pointing going, that Irish guy, that's the guy I'm here with.
Was it, so it's full of Irish people?
So it is an Irish pub?
Yes, it is an Irish pub. It's not as crazy or as hectic as your usual, like Bridie O'Reilly's, Jimmy O'Neill's. It's a bit more table service.
But I'm out the front screaming.
Is that the one on Chapel Street?
Yes, correct.
Does that still pop off?
Pop on off, yes, it does.
Pop on off, Queen.
I'm out the front screaming. I'm with the Irish guy, and they're looking at me going, "Well, you've had way too much. If that's what you're saying out the front of here, you're not getting in."
Yeah, so is everyone else, mate. But you got in,
and I did the jig.
And what jig?
There was a little live violinist and everything in there.
Yeah, a traditional Irish band, a trad band. So there is a fiddle, small little guitar.
Fiddle.
I tried Guinness.
Ew, it's disgusting.
I quite liked it.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know about
I'm pretty much Irish.
You got the same skin colour.
Yes, I do have the skin for it. Big shout out to over 85,000 people who rocked up at the G yesterday.
King's birthday classic. And Collingwood hang on.
Wow, it was
close.
An absolute classic, wasn't it?
She was close.
And they did those digital beanies yesterday too. So instead of just wearing your beanie, if you weren't there, you could buy one. And they sold like 3/4 of the MCG all over again.
Yeah,
so
they did amazing.
They would have smashed records for Fight MND. So well done to everyone who supported the Danaher's yesterday. But gosh, what a game.
Can we talk Big Maxi?
Well, it was, God, you feel for football players when there's a minute to go and you're 1 point down and you've got the ball in your hands. But
when he took the mark, I was like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I think we all were, but I think he got called to play on. So if you missed it, it was in the dying seconds of the game. Collingwood were 1 point up.
Collingwood by 1 point. Pendlebury high ball. Here comes Memory. Gone. Massive mark over the top.
Did he get called to play on? Yeah, play on. There we go. He's kicked it. Oh, no.
Now, what's the issue that I missed?
Okay, so then at the end of the game, the siren goes.
Yep.
Collingwood win, and there you go, the siren's going.
Siren's going.
Stephen May walks over and has a go at Max Gawn. Max Gawn basically tells him to get stuffed and pushes him off. So,
his teammate.
His teammate went up to Max Gawn, the captain, got stuck into him, like as if Max Gawn wouldn't be feeling bad enough as it is.
Ooh.
And he's pushed him away.
Oh, I didn't realise it was his teammate that went up and had a crack.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So not a good look. You don't want your players
You wouldn't
arguing.
have done that to me.
I would have done it privately, at least.
Oh,
But Max was, you can see him, he walks off into the rooms. He's clearly gutted. He knew he mucked up. Well, he didn't muck up. He was under pressure. And he kicked it. It went straight to a Collingwood player. He felt pretty ordinary. He spoke to Channel 7 about it after the game. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, we both wanted to win the game, and unfortunately, with 30 seconds to go, I put the ball in Hoskin Elliott's lap, and I'm pretty sure all 17 of my teammates were pretty angry with that decision. And I felt like we had a chance to potentially win the game still with 30 seconds to go, as did a few other people, and that sort of iced it.
And I take it was just purely around the kick from yourself that he was, I guess, having a word with you over?
Yeah, I wasn't over the moon that I got called to play on in the first place. I actually didn't play on, and then a ruckman's got the ball in the back pocket and he's been called to play on and he's under pressure. There's not much I can do, to be honest. Could have swung on me left and that probably would have been worse, but I thought maybe a chaos ball would have been the best option. But me trying to kick a chaos ball ends up straight in Hoskin Elliott's lap.
Look, it was a shocking kick, but who was the teammate that came up again?
Stephen May.
Bad form.
You don't go and yell at your captain like that.
Not at all. Not even also, a captain, as a teammate.
Yeah. And also, it was such a good game. You hate those moments overshadowing what was like the game of the year last night.
Also, don't get me wrong. If Max wasn't the guy he was, right? And, it's like a workplace. We always say around here, right? Like, our team works so bloody hard on this show. If someone stuffs up, like they do on the footy field or off.
You don't throw them under the bus.
No, you sit there and go, mate, you didn't kill anyone. It's okay. Just don't do it again.
Yeah.
But like...
I know, it's such a bad look. The D's did so well. It was such a great game. And I don't think anyone would have been more disappointed with that kick than Max Gawn. So, poor Maxie, poor D's. Well done to the Pies, though. Gosh, what a game.
No sign of... We're doing Stanners spotting this morning because Clint Stanaway is off sick. I am asking on 13-24-10. We're looking for the last sighting of Stanaway. We know he was at the G yesterday. I want to do a timeline.
A broken-hearted Clint Stanaway.
Yeah, if you saw him on the weekend at all, let us know because we can be like, look, last sighting Saturday McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Well, he had. Well, last I saw him, he was at church.
Sorry?
He was at church on Sunday because he was christening his 2 nephews.
Oh, my God. He's burnt up on entry. He's dust.
No, he's the godfather.
That's right. He is the godfather.
Congratulations.
So what time was that? When was that?
Sunday morning.
Okay, so I got a photo yesterday from my mate Cam. Hello. 1 p.m. on stage at the President's Club.
There he is.
So that's the last sighting of Stanaway. 1 p.m. Sunday.
Oh, poor Clinty.
Sorry, yesterday. So if you've seen him since 1 o'clock yesterday, 13/24/10 for a Stanaway sighting.
No one would see him at the football. He's locked up in the President's. Very fancy.
It is just gone 6. We'll check your underwork and latest in news next here on Nova. What's going on in the world? All the drama's going on in LA, which we need to chat about in a second. Then closer to home here in Melbourne. Did you see the machete attack at a service station in Doreen?
I did see that. That's frightening.
Young guy, a couple of mates in the car with him. He gets out to fill up the car with fuel, and then this other car pulls up behind, and 2 idiots jump out machetes and chase him and try and attack him.
Shocking.
Like, what
scary,
are we living in this city?
I know. We've got to get on top of that. I know we've got this machete ban.
But they're out there.
Doesn't seem to be working. Also, that needs a nationwide approach. We can't be doing that just in Victoria.
No, we were chatting about this the other day, and like you said, well, okay, cool, go and buy your machetes, and then they're just driving them across the border. Like, there's no point.
Yeah.
But
anyway, that was very scary scenes.
Footage was terrifying.
Hey, there's some breaking news from Hollywood as well.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against movie stars Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicists, as well as his lawsuit against the New York Times, has just been tossed out by a judge.
So he gets nothing?
Well, look, the case will go on. I think there's obviously 2 sides to this, but he had a $400 million lawsuit, I think, against her, and that's been tossed out. So now he's got to revisit all of his accusations.
Imagine what the legal bills would be in that.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
They should go and do it.
Watch that space.
They should do it in Judge Judy. They always have a result.
But Blake Lively's camp is definitely celebrating that one. You reckon get Judge Judy involved? Where's Judge Judy now? She's still doing the show?
No, she moved networks. She's brilliant. God, I love Judge Judy. She sold the show, right, Judge Judy.
Yeah.
And then she basically went to a different network, and then I think it's called Judy the Judge, and just redone the show under a different name.
Judy the Judge.
It's something like that. Have you seen her Maggie?
I think we should have changed this show to Lauren and Jase.
We can. Oh, when we move. Yeah, we'll do that on the next move. Have you seen the super yacht that Judge Judy owns?
No.
Jez, can you Google...
What's Judge Judy? Like, she'd be worth a bomb.
Live Google.
Judge Judy super yacht. Please hold.
Judge Judy super yacht. All the celebrities borrow it.
What? Oh, yeah, that's nice.
What do you think?
350 mil.
It's not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's no...
Wow.
It's no go boat.
It's no go boat. But that wouldn't fit on the Yarra, would it?
No, it would not fit on the Yarra.
Judge Judy. Hey, there were some shocking scenes coming out of America. Yesterday, over the last few days. Tensions have definitely been building. There's the protests on the street in LA. It's all about immigration.
Some of those videos of, what do they call them? ICE. That's the police department.
Yeah.
Where they're kicking indoors and dragging people out who've been living in America for years.
Yes. So
horrific scenes. Families are watching
of it. They're saying is to remove illegal immigrants from the country. But it's been pretty scary watching the scenes of the protesters over there. And I'm not sure if you saw Lauren Tomasi, beautiful Lauren. She is a US correspondent for Channel 9 over in America. She was covering the protests over there. It was in downtown LA yesterday when she got shot by a rubber bullet from the police over there. Have a listen.
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You okay?
I'm good.
Oh, she got shot in the back of the leg with a rubber bullet. You could hear people screaming, "You've just shot a reporter, you've just shot a reporter." Look, she is okay. They put out a statement yesterday, Channel 9, saying while reporting from protests in Los Angeles, 9 News reporter Lauren Tomasi was struck by a rubber bullet. Lauren and her camera operator are safe and will continue their essential work covering these events.
It was full on to watch, hey?
And it was shocking to watch.
The cop aimed straight at her.
It certainly looks like that.
Like the protests were in the background. They were shooting the protesters. And then you see the cop look to his right, see her reporting to the camera, aims at her and pulls the trigger.
Yeah, shocking.
I'm
glad to hear she is all right. I was in communication with Channel 9 last night just to check in as well. And it's pretty scary. So very scary.
So a lot of them have like a metal core to the bullet. Just done a little live Google.
A rubber bullet.
Yeah, and then it's got a rubber coating on the outside. They can cause serious injury or death.
Oh gosh!
Hey,
wow, it would hurt. That'd be a big bruise.
I mean, I've done paintball. I'm not trying to compare.
But that hurts, right? I've never done paintball.
I don't get it. Like
people get black eyes and stuff doing paintball.
I know. So, hey, Bucks Weekend, we're doing paintball.
Well, I didn't even understand what you just said then.
Bucks Weekend.
What?
That's how lads talk.
Box Weekend?
No. Bucks Weekend, we're doing paintball.
What's a Box Weekend?
No, Bucks. It's
Bucks Weekend.
Lad chat.
Yeah, Bucks party.
Yeah,
yeah. No.
Bucks Weekend, we're doing paintball. I just don't get. I don't get.
But it's fun. I've never done it, but it looks fun. But it hurts.
The minute you get shot, though, it kills.
Have you done it? You've done it.
Yeah.
Did you get bruises all over you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? They do a kids version now. I took the kids to a birthday party the other week.
Fun.
And
not hard though, right?
8-year-old birthday party at paintball.
Fun. If it's just splattering.
Yeah, it's more splattering.
Hey, that's fun. I'd play that one.
13, 24, 10. Just go with me here. 13, 24, 10. Have you been shot?
What, at paintball?
We will take paintball, rubber bullet.
Oh, God.
Real bullet.
Slingshot.
No.
Bart Simpson style.
No, we used to shoot each other with BB guns back in the day.
What's a BB gun?
They're like tiny little plastic bullets. And you'd sit there and I'd wait for
What about those foam ones kids have? They just go all over the house.
Lauren.
What? Do you have those? Or you can't have them
No, they're
anymore?
just soft. That's
Yeah.
You want to make it... this is so wrong.
What?
Typical blokes again. We used to get, like pins, like sewing pins, and shove them down the Nerf bullet. So you just have the end hanging out the top of the Nerf bullet.
Don't ever anyone do that. What? And who are you aiming them
Just
at?
the boys. That's what you do. It's like a share house.
Oh, boy.
Have Nerf guns, put little needles down the...
No, that's so silly. What if you got someone in the face?
Fun police. 13, 24, 10 is our number. We didn't have girlfriends.
That is not okay.
We didn't have girlfriends. What else?
No wonder.
13, 24,
I'm not
10.
sure the Nerf guns were the issue.
Yeah. You'd gang up on one flatmate. Looked like you'd acupuncture by the end of 2
Flatmate? How
hours.
old were you when you were doing this?
25. 13, 24, 10. Have you been shot? And by what? In return, I've got Kogan vouchers to go.
God, this is a bad idea.
Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com, that is clicking awesome. 13, 24, 10. Anyone in Melbourne? You've been shot. Hey, we've given away some amazing trips. Summertime Ball in the UK last week. We were sending you to see Mariah. We've got a brand new trip.
Someone got sent on that trip. How good.
I know, brand new trip up for grabs, and it's with, I would say, one of my favourite top 3 artists. All the details coming up just after 7 o'clock. At the moment, though, we are heading to LA.
Well, we were just, recapping the terrible scenes that were seen over in the protests over in Los Angeles over the weekend. Lauren Tomasi, who is an Australian journalist, she's a wonderful journalist. She is the one of the US correspondents.
Have a listen to this.
Moving them on through the heart of LA.
You okay?
I'm good.
While reporting live, she was shot by the police with a rubber bullet.
Yeah, and the press have the right to be there to cover these huge moments. And she got shot in the back. I think it was in the back of the leg by a rubber bullet, and it was terrifying to watch.
I was reading the comments under the video online, and I hate the people that are like, "Oh, bloody, well, don't put yourself in there. You deserve to be shot in the leg." And it's like, well, you're the idiot watching the footage of her in there.
No, that's just silly talk. I mean, I just think people write stupid things on the internet sometimes. But she is okay. Her cameraman is okay. She is okay. Channel 9 have released a statement saying she will continue to report. But it was shocking scenes and just unacceptable.
So Loz wants to run with it and ask on 13, 24, 10,
so hang on a second.
Been shot?
Jase wants to know, have you been shot? We pivoted to be talking about paintball and how badly it can hurt.
Rihanna, good morning.
Hello.
Bullet, rubber bullet or paintball? What are we going?
Paintball.
Oh, God, you don't sound that enthusiastic about it. Set the scene. What were you doing paintball for?
Friend's birthday, and I had the glasses on and they fogged up, so I lifted them up to clean them a bit, and I got shot right in the eye.
Number one rule at paintball, you're not allowed to remove your eyewear.
Did you get a black eye?
I know, but I didn't think I'd get shot because I couldn't see anyone, and then,
Black eye?
Couldn't
what
see
was
anyone
the damage?
Before the shot. Then.
Oh, it was a massive black eye.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see for probably half an hour.
Oh no, that's bad. I've never done paintball, but everyone says it's actually. I always thought it was fun. I thought it was like paint splatter.
Dingley Village, I think they've got. I can take you today.
No, thank you. Okay. No, too harsh for me.
Hayden, morning.
Morning.
What happened to you?
So Bucks weekends, paintball.
Oh no. Yep.
My mate had just been shot, and he's put his hand up, to indicate he's been shot to go back to the safe zone. And
you go back to the safe zone if you get shot, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and in that same instance, I've gone to shoot him. He's put his hand up. I've shot him square in the armpit.
Oh!
Did you get in trouble for that, Hayden?
No.
But wait, did you know he was saying, I've been shot, I'm going to the safe zone?
No.
It was just in that split second where I shoot, he puts his hand up. I wasn't aiming for the armpit.
Was it his Bucks?
He was the best man.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, but how far before the wedding was it, though? You can't do things like that too close to the wedding, Hayden.
It was about a week.
Oh, that's fine.
Nah,
that's fine.
no, you need 2 weeks if you're doing paintball.
All right, let's light the mood. Connor, your dad shot you.
What? No.
Yeah.
Connor.
First time going paintballing as a 16-year-old. And to start off the day, my dad takes one paintball out and puts it in his pocket. So then he always has one with him.
He's always got a spare.
Yep. And when we were done for the day, walking back, he reached into his pocket and he goes, "Who should I shoot? My eldest, my cousin, or my youngest son?" And he chose me, the youngest.
Ow!
And he shot me in the ass from about a metre away.
Dad!
Is that like a love tear? Like, who do I love more? That's crazy.
Ow! Could you sit down?
A little bit, but my ass cheek was purple with one black dot.
Right.
And his words were, "Oops, I forgot I had one."
Yeah.
Oh, Dad.
Mum
would not have been happy with Dad after that.
You ever gone to a gun range?
Nah. I've gone axe throwing.
Oh, yeah. God, come on. I can do axe throwing at times, though.
You can do axe throwing. No, you can do it here in South Melbourne.
Yes, yeah, there's a great one in South Melbourne.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And you know what?
I was quite good at axe throwing.
We got a welfare check on your fiancé this morning. When we were in Thailand, Lou and I were on a romantic holiday in Thailand, and we went past a gun range.
Bad idea.
Oh, it was like I was an idiot. I don't know why.
I drive past those things when I'm on holidays and go, "Who would do that?"
Me. I was in there, and they had a giant banner up saying "Kids shoot free."
What?
Yeah.
Kids?
And
learn how to shoot?
We went in, and the guy was like, "All right, so there you go. Just that's the target. Shoot there."
Did you take the kids?
No, I didn't take them. We didn't have kids then.
Oh.
And he was like, "Just be careful. A tourist got shot in the foot yesterday."
Oh, they're running a slick operation there. Yeah. Does that place still exist?
No, I think H&S shut it down.
No, not a good idea.
Hey, it's just gone 7:02. The trip of a lifetime is up for grabs. We've got all the details. Oh, and Clint's off sick today. Guess what? He's been spotted.
Oh.
We have a Stanaway sighting. You won't believe where he's turned up. We'll go there next on Nova. Good morning, Melbourne. Yep, our boy Teddy Swims live in Las Vegas. That is our next Nova Flyaway that is up for grabs. Teddy Swims' album, I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 2 is out now. He's got some bangers on there. Bad Dreams, Guilty, and Are You Even Real?
We love Teddy Swims.
Love the Teddy.
I feel like we've really adopted him here in Australia.
Oh,
he loves coming here. Last time we caught up with him, he was telling us how much he loves it here because he loves the hospitality. He's a real... remember when we spoke to him last time, he said he had a separate phone that just his mum could call him on?
That's right, he had the bat phone.
He was like, "Mama can call me anytime."
Yes, because we said careful walking around Australia with two phones. It sends a bad message. Yeah, this is the song you are listening out for. When you hear that, hit the phones and you will go on the standby list to see the man in Las Vegas. Hey, we are minus Clint this morning, but we have had a Stanaway sighting.
Oh, gosh.
Who's seen him? So I got a photo 1 p.m. yesterday. He was hosting an event at the G. That was 1 p.m.
Yep.
Jack in Dandenong, Stanaway sighting. Where'd you see him?
Hey, guys. Yeah, I saw Stanners in the MCC. Now, he was double parked and he had like a little nana blanket over his knees. But
Yes.
I'll tell you right now, he was all scarfed up. He was up and about. It was a close game, but...
Did you see him at the end of the game? He would have been Devo.
Well, yeah, what time? What time was that, Jack?
We're talking about sort of 3:30.
Yeah.
Right,
4 o'clock.
okay.
Third quarter.
So 4 o'clock he was spotted,
Would've
blanket
been up
over
and
the
about
knees, double park. That sounds like our boy.
Oh, Clinty. Not well today. Rest up, brother.
13, 24, 10 of your spotted status yesterday. Coming up next, the signs you're getting old, Laurie. Hey, good mate of the show, Peter Helliar, is in after 7:30.
I know. Sad news for fans of the project over the weekend.
Yeah.
There have been rumours swirling that it was coming to the end, and it was announced that I think it's the 27th of June will be the last episode of the project.
Yeah,
after
Pete
16
spent
years.
many years on the project. Be interesting to hear his take on it. And shout out and love to Sarah Waleed and the crew as well.
Yeah.
We've been there.
It's never nice.
No, it is not.
Never nice.
But hats off to them for an amazing run. Well done.
Hey, Jase, there was an article on news.com over the weekend where someone was asking for advice about noises that their body has been making.
Oh, like bone crunches. And
This man said that his partner has been describing him as making old person noises. Why is it every time I bend over to put my shoes on, I groan? And why is it whenever I get up from the couch, I make a noise? Why is it when I get out of bed, I make a noise? It's really actually starting to annoy me now that I've noticed.
I was noticing that yesterday afternoon, actually. I was like,
If I concentrate, I can do it without making the noise, but I've got to really think about it.
Yes.
Anyway, the advice was that you're basically old. It says here, as soon as you hit your mid-40s, you're nearly there, you suddenly discover that bending down to tie a shoelace now comes with a full soundscape.
I'm early 40s.
I think it's men more than women who make the old man
please.
noises. You make how old are you?
42.
42.
1-ish.
3. 43?
42.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not 44 this year. Absolutely not. I was born in 81.
I can't do the math.
Can you? Surely there'll be a website.
You make funny noises, though. You're
Oh, my God, that's a sign you're getting old. You don't realise how old you are.
Yeah.
You don't know your age.
Yes. Sometimes I'm like, am I 37 or 38?
If I find out I'm 44 this year, that'll really rattle me. 81. You can put it, hang on, producer Jase, you can put it in the...
No, you'll be turning 44.
We don't need a website. It's 2025. You're born in 81. You'll be turning 44 this year.
You're 43. I remember your 40th.
You're mid-40s.
Oh, my God, he's
Oh, that's ruined my day.
No, who cares? Who cares? Just a number dial.
You are so old.
Shut up.
No, okay. Well, if not the fact that he can't remember how old he is, it's the noises. You do this thing. Guys, back me up here. Actually, producer Jase, can you show us? Before we turn our microphones on, he goes, mics are up, and then what does he do?
He clears his throat and goes, mics are
At
up.
least 20 times.
It's not more
Gen Z, what does he do? Mics are up.
I'm
The other day, you did it in tune.
Broadcast.
You did it in tune to the music. You're like...
Maybe our production guy just sent this through. He said my nose has its own laugh.
What is that? Is that your laugh? You sound like Muttley. Do it again. Is that real? Is that you laugh? What is happening there? Is that your throat and your nose laughing at once?
I'm pretty much dust. I'm almost 45. That is really
funny. What other signs do you have that you're getting old? I mean, I realised I was getting old when we've had this discussion so many times. When I started getting really angry about how the dishwasher was stacked, I was like, I'm an old person. I never used to care about this stuff.
You know what I start doing now? If I'm going to a movie or I'm going to watch a movie with Lou, I look at the duration time to see if I'm going to make it.
Me too.
Just to see if I'm going to make it.
Oh, and if it's after 7 o'clock, forget it.
Oh,
you can't be putting a movie on at 8.
I don't do dinner bookings after 7.
Me either.
Mission Impossible 3, I was like...
Oh, no, that's a midday job.
Do we go home and watch the second half tomorrow?
Is there an interval?
I don't understand.
My bladder can't hold on
3
that long.
hours? That's 9 trips to the candy
3
bar.
hours should have an interval so everyone can have a toilet stop if you're an adult. I know also the other thing I'm like, I'm old. with this really cold weather, I've got winter pajamas. I used to just sleep in like undies and one of Paul's t-shirts. And now I'm like, oh no, I've got a summer and a winter drawer for what I sleep in.
See, back in the day, it'd be like if your partner wore like undies and a business shirt of yours, it'd be like hot. Imagine Nan walking out in that. Be like, no.
Nah, the winter pajamas, I was like, this is not sexy. I'm old.
I have a pill box.
Oh, yeah, I got one too. With all your vitamins and your supplements. Old. That's a real old person thing. Do you have the Monday to Sunday?
When we went to Cairns the other week, I was shaking like a pack of Skittles.
Yeah, well, I've got the one that's got AM and PM on it. It's double-sided. my morning and my nighttime routine. Yeah.
13, 24, 10. Did you hear me? 13, 24, 10. What's the sign you're getting old?
The pill box is a big
in return, I got Kogan vouchers to go. Do they sell hearing aids?
Magnesium before bed.
Kogan.
Oh, that's made me feel old.
Okay, and what's the pills you hand out when we're on a big night out?
Me?
In the clubs? Gaviscon, that's the one.
Yeah. If you're carrying Gaviscon with you.
Hook us up with a pinger.
You're scared the margarita's going to give you heartburn. Yeah, that's me.
13 24 10 is our number. Thanks to Kogan.com. Helps you get what you want for less. That's clicking awesome. I got $200 vouchers to go. Melbourne, how do you know you're getting old? Selena Gomez.
Oh my God, I know what you're going to say.
Benny Blanco.
Don't. I know. I know the timing was.
So, we just said before that song, give us a ring here at Nova if there is a sign that you're getting old. If you could have heard Mum during that song, what's this? This is bloody hectic for a 7:30 in the morning. That's hectic.
It's a great song. It was just a bit doof-doofy at the end there for me.
A bit doof-doofy.
And as I said it, what is this? This is way too heckers.
Don't try and make yourself sound cool and young now.
Which was a private conversation.
13 24 10 is our number.
Song, though.
Great song.
Great song. It was
for the youth.
Yeah, I'm a bit old. Anyway, we are asking you, what signs do you have that you're getting old? And that is one of them.
All right.
It was like an old lady just yelling at nothing.
Let's go to the phones. In return, I've got $200 Kogan vouchers up for grabs. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. That is clicking awesome.
Ria, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys going?
We're good. What signs do you have that you might be getting old?
My knees get really sore and croaky now in the morning in winter.
In the cold weather.
In the winter.
Cold weather.
When your joints start aching in cold weather, you know it's a sign.
My mum used to have arthritis, and we would judge the weather on her pain.
Yeah, seriously?
Yeah.
Well, my nan can tell when it's going to rain because her metal knee aches.
Yeah. Mum would be watching Jane Bunn, and Jane would be blue skies and sunshine tomorrow. Mum would be like, bullshit, my arms are acting up. It's going to rain.
The prosthetic knee's hurting. The rain's coming, Marge. Lauren in Berwick, good morning. How do you know you're getting old?
I'm 23. I feel like that's very important to know.
Yes.
Last Saturday night, my parents went out for dinner and then went out to some bars in the city, and I was at home reading my Kindle in my winter pajamas, all alone.
Yeah.
I think just owning a Kindle is getting old.
I mean, you're not that old. You still live at home with the parents. But I wonder how Mum and Dad pulled up the next day after being in a bar. Because I had a dinner party on Saturday night and I'm still tired. And it's Tuesday.
I was looking up times of the movies on the weekend, right? And I was like, 9:20 session. That's not going to get out till after 11.
Yeah. Well, if you can't even survive one episode of a Netflix show, which Paul and I tried to do last night, we were both asleep in the first 15 minutes. Old.
No. When you're watching TV series that are only on during the day, that's a sign you're getting old. I used to watch Days of Our Lives with my nan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, this music just reminds me of being at my nan's house.
Yeah. This is Benny Blanco's latest.
Is Days of Our Lives still on?
Oh, no, it's Brown Bread.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay. Yeah.
One of them's still on, Bold and the Beautiful.
Young and the Restless? Or
Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, same thing? No. Okay. Olivia, Surrey Hills, morning.
Morning.
What's the sign that you're getting old?
Oh, my girlfriends and I got a bingo on a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And we've got a special little pencil case with our bingo pens that we ordered online. And the funny thing is, like, they give out free tea and coffee, but we sneak our wine into our water bottles.
So wait, it's actually not like party bingo. This is just
because there's party bingo, which is bingo loco.
Bingo loco. That's wild.
Like oldies bingo.
Oh my God!
What's the average age?
Do you love it?
What's the average age?
So much fun. It's so much fun. We're probably the youngest by about 25 years, but we love it.
And
our
you do
husbands think we're losers, but we love it. We don't care.
Is that on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah, you can do it lots of nights. Yeah, we do it Saturday night.
We're asking...
It's the special pencil case for me.
No, we're asking what's the sign you're getting old. I'm just watching Peter Helliar outside the studio. He's playing our skill tester, and he's looking at it like he's never seen one before.
Peter Helliar. Oh, he's just kicked it.
Hey, settle down.
He's not good enough at it.
Settle down. All right, James, on 13, 24, 10, what's the sign you're getting old?
When you go to the supermarket and they've moved stuff on the shelves.
That's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Aisle 6 was always confectionery. Why have they changed it?
And what about, I saw Paul the other day at the supermarket and he went and looked at the little plastic sheet that's tied up at the end of the thing, which tells you what aisle things are in.
I didn't even know that exists.
I looked at him and I was like, you just look like such a funny old man.
Yes. But I do hate when they move it around.
Yeah. No, you know where to go because you got your regular things.
When we moved to Bentley East, I drove back to Coles in Hampton because I knew where everything was.
Yeah, well, you don't like change.
No,
That's
I
a
don't
sign
like
that you're getting old.
Lauren, it started.
What started?
I was at Westfield Southland on the weekend.
Southland.
And had a couple of people come up. I've got you. Give me the money.
Oh, yeah.
So last week we announced an old friend is returning.
I know. Hide and Seek is coming back, Melbourne, and we could go at any time.
This is our favourite thing we've ever done. It's Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek, exactly like you used to play it as a kid.
Takes over the city.
At any point, we could disappear from this show and we will relocate to somewhere in Melbourne. It won't be a house, won't be a hospital, won't be a school. Anywhere else is fair game. So as you're driving to work this morning, I would just look at things around your suburb, be like, they could be hiding in there. Bowls Club.
Well, we don't know. This is the issue.
That's the twist.
I've got a bit of anxiety about it. In the words of Dochi, I've got anxiety. Because last year we knew where we were and we felt like we were in control, which our bosses hated because when I'd had enough, I was threatening to just announce where we were. So
Lauren's hoping.
So it's my own fault.
For the penthouse at Crown. I don't think it's going to go that way.
But I'll know if I'm there.
So coming up just before 8 o'clock, we'll run you through all the info you need for Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek. But you know what? Last year, the amount of people got kids off iPads and got them out looking and really turned it into a fun family event. We're going to get you outside and search you across Melbourne. All the details very soon. But on the other side of this, a good friend of the show, he's got a brand new book out. It's for the kids and he joins us after Teddy swims. Peter Helliar is on the air next. Just gone 14 to 8. He's a good friend of the show and he's in the house. Let's say hi to our next guest.
Introducing our next guest. He's a comedian, actor, TV presenter, radio host, writer, producer. So pretty much whatever you want him to do. Chances are he's keen.
For those who don't know what a Fitbit is, it calculates every step you take. What it doesn't measure, though, are the minutes you steal from other people's lives telling about your Fitbit details.
Please welcome to the show, Peter Helliar.
Hey! Morning, Jase. Morning, Lauren. Thanks for having us in.
Good morning. It's always nice to see you.
Well, it's good to see you. You know how you know you're getting older, and I turn 50 next week.
Yes.
Oh,
so I'm qualified.
50. Are you having a party?
Well, having a couple of little gatherings, as the kids will say, a couple of gaths.
A few separate ones.
Separate ones.
Well, it's hard when you would have multiple friends all over the place.
Well, that's kind of true, and from different kind of walks of life,
Yeah.
and so I'm just doing it bit by bit.
50 parties for 50 years.
Exactly right. So you know you're getting older by the amount of undies you pack to go away for a weekend.
Yes.
Because I used to be a one undies a day kind of guy, and that ratio's blown out to 4 to 1 now.
Pete, do you pack a spare?
Oh, mate, I just did a 4. There's not a fifth as a spare, but it's just a 4. My wife's like, why are you packing so many undies? And the answer's always the same. Just in case.
You never know.
Just in case.
Hey, big news first. The pies.
The pies.
Did Strawny go mad?
There's a lot of love for Strawny in the crowd yesterday, but the disappointment he wasn't actually running out onto the field. I personally don't condone what Collingwood are doing with Brian Strawn. I think he's a distraction, and I think it could be a mistake as a Pie supporter.
Were you at the game?
He's done the big.
I was at the game, yeah.
He's done the big freeze before, hasn't he?
First year.
That's right.
He was an OG.
First year, yeah.
OG Slider.
He told me it was bloody cold in there.
Yeah.
How was the atmosphere at the G yesterday?
Oh, it's great. It's become a really beautiful day, a celebration of what Neil's been able to do, and to see it's astonishing that people. It is a sea of blue, and there's a team that wears blue. So for Collingwood supporters to go, okay, and all supporters are a little bit superstitious.
Yeah,
they kind of go, nah, I'm going to wear a blue beanie on this day.
Everyone comes together.
Yeah, everyone comes together. It's great.
Awesome.
It's beautiful.
I mean, what a game!
It was. Yeah, I mean, as a sport, you just want to win. So we got the win.
Amazing.
But yeah, I mean, the Pies are looking okay at the moment.
Clint Stanaway's not in here today, and I think it's because he didn't want to see you. He had his head in his hands.
Oh, he's a diehard demon.
These did very well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Also, sad news about the project.
Yes, the other P word, Pies and onto the project. Yeah, really sad, really sad. What an amazing legacy that show has, I think, 16 years. As you guys know, very few shows get to their second season of a show. This was like, I think, the little engine that could. That show was in its first year. It was going to get sacked every second week. And 16 years later, to see that the people who have become household names who have gone through that show and fresh new faces and legends who have gone through that show it
was sort of the last when an international act would come to town or a guest. We used to have Rove back in the day. And then now it was the project.
I don't, to be honest, I don't think audiences, because obviously it's new news, realise what they'll miss out on now.
Yeah.
And obviously thank God for shows like yours on radio in the morning. But at night, if you got the TV on, the amount of comedians and musicians and filmmakers who have said to me over the years, the project was the reason we sold tickets.
Yeah, right.
And that's missing now. And
it's sad.
But 16 years is incredible. I know it was a really hard day because a lot of people lost their jobs yesterday.
Well, that's exactly right, and that is what's really sad about it. Have you spoken to the guys?
I've spoken to more messaging.
I love Sarah Harris's press release. Did you see that? See you on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah. I've already subscribed. They just said it was a really hard day yesterday.
We've been there. We know what it's like. Sending them a lot of love.
Absolutely.
This morning.
Yep.
Hey, let's talk kids' book.
Yep.
Got a new one.
How many is this now?
There was 7 Frankie Fish books. As far as the kids' book, there's a picture book, Herman Crab. So this is, I guess, technically number 9, and it's a brand new series, first of 4, called Detective Galileo. Galileo is Is
he a horse?
It's a horse. Yeah, he's a trail horse who he comes from a family who they basically have been trail horses for generations, but he wants to create his own path and he wants to solve crimes.
So it's a kid's book, but how old? Is it
5 to 8, I would say.
Right, my headings are.
Yeah, seriously.
I like to read.
It is.
What, for you or the kids?
Oh, not the kids.
You will know. I will guarantee you will know almost all the words, Jase.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But it's beautifully illustrated by Andy Joyner, and horses are particularly hard to draw. I didn't know this, but they are a particularly hard thing to draw. But Andy did a great job, and it's fun, it's funny, and I'm very passionate now about getting books into our kids' hands.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
getting them off devices.
Yeah.
Where did it come about? You starting to do kids' books? Was it for your own kids?
Yeah. I wrote. And I carry around often, when I do writers' festivals, the books that I wrote as a kid, I still physically have them.
Yeah, right.
And I used to, I came up with my own publishing company called Better Books, and that was the logo on each of the books that I made had Better Books, the logo on it.
Right.
And I used to, every story, and it's so much fun going back because it's a little time capsule. Every story that I wrote, there was references to Back to the Future, to Star Wars, Indiana Jones. There was a series I wrote called Me, the Sports Star. And it was me.
So fiction.
That's a true story, based on all true story.
What sport were you a star in?
Well, there's 2 books. One, I won the Davis Cup for Australia by serving a hand grenade to Stefan Edberg. Right. Yes. But there's also references to like drinking.
How old were you writing these books?
8 years old. Times have changed. There's no doubt about that.
I said last week. I remember Mum going, "Go on, you can light my cigarette for me."
Can't be doing
that
anymore.
It's a real treat. There you go, Mum. It's ready to go.
No.
There's no smoking, betting, or drinking in Detective Galileo.
Okay.
Even though it's a horse book. It's not horse racing.
No, not horse racing. He's not a racehorse. But
detective horse.
He becomes the police horse, and then he realises he tries to solve a crime, but he's told, "Oh no, your job is not to solve crimes. You just ferry the officers around the city streets." So he starts his own detective agency.
Oh. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, and then book 2 will be out in November, and it all begins.
Well, congratulations. I think writing a book is such an amazing achievement. You've got 9 of them.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're an author.
And more to come, and I love it. It's a great space to play in.
How do you know when you're getting old? When you went, when I go to writing festivals. Is that on the list for the 50th, Pete?
Yeah, I'll be in Byron Bay in August, Writers Festival. Come
Hey,
join me.
happy 50th birthday
Happy 50th,
for next week.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Have you got anything on your wish list?
Not really. My wife was asking me the other day. I said, no.
You've got to think of something because you get a good present for 50.
Yeah. I know, I probably should. But
write a wish list.
It sounds old, but I just want time with my kids. That's all I want.
Aww.
That's all I want.
I just want time.
Time away from your kids.
Another Pies win would be good.
Peter Helliar joining us on the air. Good to see you, Pete, and happy birthday, mate.
Thanks, guys.
It's the biggest game in Melbourne of hide and seek. It's worth $250,000, and the first thing I'm packing is underwork socks.
Oh my gosh, if it's
in
going to
this
be
weather,
this cold.
Mate.
So, Melbourne, if you haven't played before, hide and seek is where we will go missing and we will turn up somewhere in Melbourne. You have to be the first person to find us. Knock on the door and say, Jason, Lauren, come out wherever you are. And there's $250,000 up for grabs. But the sooner you find us, the more money you win.
That's right. The money counts down. So you got to be quick. Last year, it was really cool because it was that one event that got families off iPads. Kids are out in the streets, knocking on doors. Now, we will point out, we won't be hiding in a house. We won't be hiding in a school.
Nope.
And we won't be hiding in a hospital.
No, we won't.
Everywhere else is fair game. For the last couple of months, just even driving around, I'll be like, oh, that's a good location. That's a good location. But there is a twist this year, Lauren.
We don't know where we're going, which is really annoying.
And we don't know.
Because I don't think I'm a control freak. You are a control freak. I don't think I am, but this has really got me irritated that they won't tell me.
We don't know when we're going in.
We don't know if we've got heating. So those underwork socks will come in handy.
We don't know if Clint's gone in already. That's my point. Is he really sick today or is he gone in? Because we don't know when we're going to go.
He wouldn't lie to me. Yes, he would actually. If you guys know where we're going and I'm the only one that doesn't, I will absolutely flip.
I do not know where we're going. I don't know when we're going.
Right.
But at some point, all
Are we
of us...
going one by one? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Tomorrow it could just be you here.
I don't know.
Sucked in. Maybe I'll take the day off tomorrow.
God help you, Melbourne, if it's just Lauren here tomorrow.
No, just you. Oh, it'd be fun if it was just me.
Imagine you pushing the buttons.
Me and the producers. We'd have a wow of a time. Anyway, Melbourne, the game can start at any moment, so make sure you stay tuned because once we start, the money starts ticking.
And there's one man that knows how to play it better than anyone else.
This is it, 100%. Are we going on? Jase and Lauren, come out, wherever you are.
You just won $84,000.
Oh, my wife's going to be so happy.
After being locked up for 5 days last year, this was the man that knocked on the door. Liam, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Oh, my gosh. Do you still remember that moment like it was yesterday? Because I do. I got goosebumps again.
Oh, I was like back in the moment just there now when you were playing it. It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, so you won $84,000. That's life-changing, isn't it?
It was, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, it depends. Have you blown it on the punt? Like, what have you done with the cash?
Well, I did the usual thing, though, paid the credit card off.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing was bringing my daughter back to see her family in Ireland. We hadn't been there for 10 years.
Oh,
that was
so
amazing.
you did do that because you said you were going to do that. I'm so glad you got to do that.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. So it wasn't. I wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for you guys. So that was brilliant, amazing. Thank you.
Well, Liam, unfortunately for us, we're about to be locked up again, and there's many people who would like to be walking in your shoes. What advice do you have for them if they want to be the first to find us in hide and seek?
Well, I'd say trust your gut. Work through the clues and run down every clue. If you think that you know where they are, then go out there. Stomp the streets, knock on the doors, and yeah.
Well, that's it. It's playing the game because we think maybe it'll be dumb luck, but no. You really played the clues.
How you had a step count that was quite up there, weren't you?
Yeah, well, it worked out in the end that I did a step for every dollar.
Oh.
I did over 80,000 steps. It was 82,000 or something altogether. Yeah.
And I remember when you arrived, I was like, how did you find us? And the last clue tipped you off and you were like, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Were there moments before that you thought, I've got him, and you knock on the door and we're not there?
There was many moments before that where I was sure I knew where you were. And then I knocked on the door and then it's deflated, but then you got to pick yourself back up and get back right there.
Got to keep going.
Oh, well, congrats, Liam. You were such a good winner last year.
Final question, Liam.
Yes.
Are you planning to play this year?
Oh, yes. Of course I am. Yes.
Well, he's the man to beat.
Good luck, Liam.
Our winner of hide and seek last year. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Oh, my God.
Thanks for having me, guys, and good luck to everybody.
Good luck. I wonder if it'll be you knocking on our door.
Because that's the thing. Like Liam said, he knocked on a number of doors, but he kept going.
He kept following the clues.
Yeah, and I remember watching out through the window, him and his daughter walking past where we were hidden.
They knew. You could see it in his eyes.
Last year, we were hidden above the Dulux building.
In South Melbourne, just near the South Melbourne market.
Yes, we were right there. So we used to hear the crowd walking to the footy or the South Melbourne market crowd. This year, the twist, we don't know where we're going or when.
God.
Melbourne's.
We'll get a vibe and we'll help you, Melbourne, because trust me, I want to be found.
I'm carrying underwork socks on me 24/7 just in case.
Ready to drop at
it'll
any
be
moment.
cold wherever we go.
You got your go bag packed?
Got the go bag.
We've been told to pack a go bag because we'll get a call or we'll get a tap on the shoulder and we'll be out of here. So stay tuned, Melbourne, because the game could begin at any moment.
Underwork socks and a bottle of Pinot. I'm good to go. Your chance to play at any time, so make sure you are listening to Nova 100. Well, good morning, Melbourne. Just gone 17 past 8 every day. Just after 8 o'clock, we give you a chance to win a cheeky $5,000.
I had a situation on the weekend. We're at a friend's house.
Oh, yeah?
And the kids were like, we want to play the $5,000 question.
I know where this is going.
And I was like, what about the $500 question? They were like, okay. And our friend's son is like, I think he's like 8. And I said, who won the Brownlow medal last year? And he goes, Patrick Cripps.
Did you give him the money?
Well, no, but I'm going to be reminded of it every day.
Give him the money.
And I owe him $500.
You promised him.
I know.
What's his name?
Kobe.
Think of the interest.
I owe him $500.
Stinger for $1,000 if you haven't got the money by the end of the year.
I just didn't even think that they're a Carlton family. I just thought it would be this will throw him.
All right. Let's go to Sam. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Jase. How are you?
We are good, thank you.
Morning, Sam. All right, you want to play $500 today?
Ooh.
Yes, please.
You're a Bombers fan. I thought you were going to get there the other night.
Yeah, pretty close. But
but no cigar. All right. Hopefully you do better than the Bombers did on the weekend. For $500, you're going to hear a question. You get a 3-2-1. You must answer within that time, okay?
Good luck.
Yep, awesome.
All right, for $500.
What gas is the most abundant in Earth's atmosphere?
3, 2, 1.
Oxygen?
No, that's what I thought too. It's actually nitrogen, which makes up 78% of the air. There you go.
Okay.
Bad luck, Sam, but before we let you go, just for playing today, we're going to send you home with one night's accommodation at the W Melbourne. There's brekkie included.
Oh, amazing.
You can book the ultimate winter staycation at W Melbourne, but there is a night for you, all yours. Go and enjoy.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We did a little staycation there. It is beautiful. They got like a pool deck and stuff like that.
I've never stayed, but I've seen the photos.
Yeah,
Looks
it's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You enjoy that,
Thank you
Sam.
so much.
You've got
will.
3
Thank
kids. Leave the kids at home.
Oh, don't hate the kids. Don't tell them about the pool. Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think that sounds like a girls' weekend.
Tell them they're draining the pool that weekend. Big weekend of footy. It was an amazing match at the G. And then on Sunday night, I was trying to get everyone to be quiet at the Irish pub because I was trying to put
watch the footy.
No, I was trying to put a cheeky bet on. The Blues took on the Bombers. They got up there, but this man wasn't playing. He joins us this morning, Harry McKay. Let me play your intro.
Big fly, Harry McKay!
Yeah.
And all the people say he's pretty fly. Harry McKay.
Morning.
Morning, guys. How are you going?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad.
So you've hurt your knee. You've been sick. You're in the wars.
I'm in the wars, yeah.
How are you? How are you sick, Harry?
There's a bug getting around, I think, Jase.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely.
Just a bug at the club?
It's that time of year.
What do you mean?
So.
What do you know that I don't?
What was bug causing you a little bit of sickness in the tummy?
Yeah, correct. Yep, definitely not food poisoning.
Definitely not food poisoning.
No. Did you not cook properly?
No. It was just.
Just out of curiosity, when you were sick, who made the meal for you before you were sick?
My mother-in-law, not officially, but she made a beautiful. I honestly reckon she made a beautiful chicken curry.
Chicken will get you.
And it was cooked perfectly, so it would have been too
Wasn't that?
No.
God, no.
Definitely wasn't the mother.
So Sue, if you're listening, it was beautiful and
great chicken.
It definitely wasn't.
Never ever blame the mother-in-law.
No,
They'll never let you live it down.
Did anybody else in the family happen to catch that bug that's going around the club?
Everyone got it. Yes.
Oh, did they?
No.
Oh.
But
all right, stop getting him in trouble with the mother-in-law. How is your knee?
It's okay. Yeah, it's been a little bit annoying, but
what have you done?
So late in the Giants game, I heard it and it's been a bit sore. So we'll see how we go this week.
So do you have to have scans and all of the palaver to find out if you've actually done something?
Yeah. It was lucky that we had a couple of weeks over the bye to settle down as well. But we'll see how we go this week and go from there.
How do you go as an armchair supporter when you're not playing? Do you go?
Yeah,
and sit in the stand?
Yeah, it's really, really not great watching. It's very hard because
they give you good seats.
Yeah, solid enough. Yep. It was when you're a player and you're watching and you can't have any control over it. It's really hard. So
do you go? Do you sit in the stands or are you down in the rooms watching it?
Yeah, in the stands this week. I haven't been to a game to watch in ages, but I was in the stands watching.
But then are all the supporters chucking their 2 cents in?
No, because you're sort of in a family and friends.
Yeah,
and
you're
players.
right. So it's not too bad. Yeah.
And are you audible? Do you yell and scream, or do you sit there in silence with your head in your hands?
Nah, more silence. Just
are you?
Yeah. I think either one or the other. I reckon. So it's like either very vocal and loud or very quiet and still.
Yeah. It's
more
always
quiet.
the families that go mad, like the mums.
Oh, the mums are shocking.
Your mum's a big supporter, isn't she?
Yeah. Especially after a few wines.
Well, even on good weather, you have to wear a poncho if you sit next to Lauren's mum because bloody the wine will go flying.
No, she wouldn't drop it. She wouldn't spill a drop of Chardonnay. She wouldn't waste it.
Hey, let's talk big freeze match yesterday as well. You caught a little bit of it.
Yeah.
What a game.
Lauren was showing me the footage of what happened after the siren involving Max Gawn.
Yeah, and I hate when such a good game, and it's such a positive game because obviously it's all about MND, so it's all about research and raising money. So there were many good things come out of the game yesterday. Yeah. But at the end of the game after the siren, Stephen May went over to Max Gawn, the captain, and gave him what looked like a bit of a spray. Maxi Gawn pushed him off. He spoke to Channel 7 last night, and he said they hadn't at that stage spoken to one another.
I got the audio.
Yeah, we both wanted to win the game, and unfortunately, with 30 seconds to go, I put the ball in Hoskin Elliott's lap, and I'm pretty sure all 17 of my teammates were pretty angry with that decision. And I felt like we had a chance to potentially win the game still with 30 seconds to go, as did a few other people, and it sort of iced it.
And I take it was just purely around the kick from yourself that he was, I guess, having a word with you over?
Yeah, I wasn't over the moon that I got called to play on in the first place. I actually didn't play on, and then a ruckman's got the ball in the back pocket and he's been called to play on and he's under pressure. There's not much I can do, to be honest. Could have swung on me left and that probably would have been worse, but I thought maybe a chaos ball would have been the best option. But me trying to kick a chaos ball ends up straight in Hoskin Elliott's lap.
So big Maxi Gawn there. He's obviously very frustrated with himself. But how much pressure are you guys under when there's there's a minute to go and you've got the ball and you're down by a point? Anything can happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what Max said was perfect around that time in the game. He thought a chaos ball into the corridor was the right play.
Ball?
Oh, just kind of kick it.
What would kick?
Get
just
it.
You don't know where it's going.
Yeah, and it might bounce left or right, and it could, after that, you might be able to score. So who knows if it bounced a metre short of the Collingwood player and it rolled into a Melbourne player and they kicked a goal, that's the perfect play. So you'd live and die by the sword. And first of all, it was a great mark to go back and to even give him a chance. And then, in terms of after the game, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of frustration, and it's very common for teammates to have a healthy discussion around, I was on for the handball, or
that is common.
So you guys do get heated with each other.
Yeah, and it's so hard to. All we see as a spectator is the 6-second clip of a bit of emotion, but you never know what the conversation or the dialogue is before or after.
But see, I sit there watching it going, no one feels worse about that kick right now than Max.
Yeah, the game's over.
Do you know what I mean? Like walking up and having a spray at him, that's the last
also,
thing.
We don't know what was said. Like Steve May might have just been like, oh, that shouldn't have been play on, mate, next one, and Max was just frustrated. So who we really don't know what's said, so you can't...
Oh, no, he pushed him off pretty quick. It wasn't like, hey, what are you doing tonight? We're going for a beer. Yeah, seemed a bit different.
You never know.
Yeah, but I think Max was frustrated too. But you'd be pretty ballsy to go up to Max Gordon and give him a spray after that in an emotion-filled game.
But I think we just got to remember there's a lot of emotion. Everyone cares a lot, and it's always from a place of care as a teammate, I reckon. So,
have you ever seen teammates getting a bit of biffo?
Oh, at training happens a fair bit over pre-season, not like full on, but it's just again competitive, a lot of adrenaline, and if.
Does Vossi bring out the parent voice? You know, like when your parents yell and you and your siblings are fighting with each other?
Yeah.
And then he sits
you
down. You
two, knock it off.
I'm not angry, I'm disappointed.
Is there anything worse?
Yeah. I've just realised you got the late game this week.
Yeah, in
WA.
Yep.
Oh, it's so late to watch on a Sunday.
You're going to watch
Jase?
You like that slot?
And remember, it runs like after the news. We were talking about how do you know you're getting old. The Sunday night footy's on after the news almost.
Yeah, I think they pushed it back this year, haven't they?
The time?
Later? Yeah.
No idea.
Is it? I don't know.
You should look into that because you're playing.
I'll let you know.
You know what I mean?
Well, hopefully you'll be playing. We'll
Thank
be
you.
watching you closely. Hopefully you get that knee back up and running
Thanks,
shortly.
guys. Appreciate that.
Good luck.
How are you
Stay
chatting? We haven't chatted about you guys. Good
We're
long weekend?
Oh, my God. Harry, I love a long weekend.
Yeah.
I love it so
Harry.
much. And you know what I love even more?
Mum went out.
A short week.
Yeah, true.
It's already Tuesday.
Yeah, how good.
We're halfway through the week.
Mum was out.
Right.
Going a little bit hard on the weekend.
Yeah, you know what? I was at a friend's house and watching the Carlton game.
There you go.
Actually, the boys were up and about and they're all Carlton fans.
You would have went straight home after the game.
Of course.
Yep.
Straight to bed.
The game finished late. What time did the game finish?
I think
Lauren?
around midnight, Jay.
Yeah, you were watching a replay. That's right. It was a replay. Oh, well, good morning, Melbourne. If you're just joining us, we've had a little bit of action behind the scenes. We weren't on before that ad break because during Kelly Clarkson, the fire alarm went off here at Nova 100 and we were evacuated down to Clarendon Street. Fireys have rocked up. Proper fireys, not... So the fire crew have rocked up. They've checked. It's a false alarm. The entire building was evacuated. Producer Jase, just to confirm, false alarm, everyone back to work.
Yep, confirming false alarm. Yep. All is well in South Melbourne.
Right, so there was all commotion out the front of Nova. All the staff evacuated. We've gone to this meeting point, so to speak, waiting for the all clear. And then we come back in. Can you explain where Lauren is?
Last known sighting of Lauren is in the old paper shop deli across the road where we get our coffees from.
Right, so to confirm, while we all went to the meeting point, she went latte.
Yep, confirmed.
Can you let her know we're back on the radio now?
She's not answering my calls.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. If she started a fire to get an early mark today, I swear to God. Oh, is she? Oh, here she is.
Oh, she's back.
She's alive. She's back. So, while everyone started re-entering the building, we were looking. I was worried sick.
About me?
I thought you got caught in the fake fire.
Everyone.
Where did you go? Where did you
flirting with the
evacuate to?
fireman. No, I wasn't really. Well, what happened? Hang on, I'm putting my headphones
You won't know. You ran to the coffee shop.
Are we back on?
We are.
Well, because it's like, 3 degrees out there.
Yeah.
I'm in linen pants, not the warmest. And I just thought I'd go get myself a little coffee and snag a fireman while I was at it. There's about 8 of them down there.
Hey,
what happened?
Fire alarm. Someone bumped the fire alarm.
Yeah, well, we don't get the fire alarm in the studio, so we just got a message saying wrap it up. And we were like, we talking to
Yeah, we're like, you guys bored with our chat? Sorry. All right, let's continue. Everyone's safe. Coming up next. Well done. Over 85,000 people at the G yesterday for what was one of the best footy games of the year.
I mean, it was game of the year. It was also the big freeze game, which everyone gets around. You know, we had Harry McKay before we were talking about it. We also had Peter Helliar in before, who's a mad Collingwood fan. And, you know, he was saying Pies fans don't wear other colours. They wear black and white and that's it. But it was a sea of blue and white. It's when supporters from two teams come together to unite for one for the incredible work that Neil Danaher and his family do. I did see also that the government have put in $4.5 million into research, which is awesome.
That's great.
So they would have raised record amounts yesterday. It was great to see.
Well, Matt Shevington from Channel 7 Sunrise went down the slide.
As Thor.
He did indeed.
Because the theme was Great Australians or Australian icons or something.
Yep. Shervo went down as Thor, and it's what Hamish McLaughlin hit him up about once he'd done the slide.
It kind of took him by surprise, I think it's fair to say.
So you're getting on a plane in a moment. I had someone say, if you stay in the Thor uniform and do not have a shower, they'll donate $10,000.
What? All right, give it a go.
Sorry.
Why not?
So you've got to go
If
from here.
they let me through security, 10 grand to the cause, Neil. Hopefully we'll make it happen, eh?
Good on him, and I'm very happy to say, guess who joins us on the phone now? Is that Thor?
Hello.
It's soaking wet Thor. Good
morning. Morning, buddy.
Have you warmed up yet?
Thawed out. Yeah. I tell you what, though, that's the coldest I've ever been. Got to be honest with you. It was bloody freezing.
Can
My
I
goodness.
say, firstly, hats off to you for being involved. I know it would be an absolute honour, but they wouldn't raise this money without all the sliders doing what they do.
It's
So
such
good
a
on you,
great
mate.
day.
Secondly, your facial reaction.
Yeah, I know.
When you were told about the donation, if you fly all the way home, was prices. I was like, all right, well, I can tell this isn't rehearsed.
There's sort of like 2 seconds of silence before you went, okay.
Do you know, if you know Haim, though, like, he's the type of bloke that he'll just put that on.
Yeah.
It may not be a real thing or not. So
Gotcha.
The contemplation, that second of contemplation, was there actually an offer? It was, Haim is doing this on purpose to make me look like an idiot.
Well, you can't say no, can you?
Well, you can't say no, but also, too, they came through with the 10K.
Oh, they did. So do we
that's
know
the
who
message.
donated the 10K, or was it
No,
Hamish?
I tried to find out. Yeah, it might have been, actually.
Yeah, he's good for
it. He's got a heap. I tried to find out who it was. I couldn't get a name. But anyway, we will track them down, or we'll make sure we'll give them a shout out on Sunrise. But
so you had
the issue.
You go to the airport. Go on, sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, they said, wear the whole thing. And I got out the back, and these suits, these Temu suits that arrived, they're made of like a foam lining, and it was absolutely soaked to the bone with water. And I was thinking, there's no way. But then it started to rip around the kind of waist part as well. So I wasn't even going to be able to keep my pants up. So anyway, I thought, you know what, I'll just wear the wig and the hammer, and if I get through security, they took my tweezers, but they didn't take my hammer.
How good,
and I got through, and you should have seen the airline staff.
Oh, yeah.
Qantas.
They would have loved
what
it.
are you doing? They were just laughing at
mate, they would have seen
Have
worse.
you heard from Chris Hemsworth yet,
They've seen way
Shervo?
worse. No, I haven't. I need to hear from Chris.
We sent it to him. We've sent it to him, so we'll
did
chase
you?
him up.
I really hope he does comment. At least say how bad it was. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, you've got to get
You
your
look
mug back
great.
on the telly, but cheers for jumping on this morning, mate, and well done.
Well
Hey,
done.
thanks, guys.
Good on you,
Appreciate the
Shervo.
support. See you soon. Bye.
There he is, Shervo from Sunrise there. Got on the plane, still in the Thor
Good on
wig.
him. I reckon it was Hamish McLaughlin that put that
100%.
10K in. I think he put him on the spot.
Hats off to you, home. Hats off to
Well,
you.
you got to get the real Thor to comment.
But, so you sent him a photo last night.
Yeah, we were sending Chris videos of it, saying, "Look, you're on the slide. Someone's dressed up as you." He's overseas at the moment, and I was laughing to Paul, so I was like,
You reckon first time anyone's dressed up as
I
him?
know. We were so excited, though. Anyway.
Hey, look, I'll tell you what, he's ripped, isn't he?
Who? Thor?
No, bloody Shervo.
Shervo. Oh, yeah, but he's an athlete.
I know.
I thought he was going to be in his running outfit.
Were you hoping he was going to be in his running outfit?
Everyone was hoping.
Not when he's going into an ice bath.
Oh, no. Thor
No,
was a better
yeah,
choice.
Thor was much
Did
better.
that wig stayed on, though? Because a lot of the others that go down, their wigs all fall off and they can't find their wigs.
Peter
His was glued
Dacos
on.
was a mess.
Peter Dacos was great as the Joker.
We are on the air. Thanks to our mates at Shell Already Express today. God love the fine work they do. I did a little snack run at Shell Already Express
Did
on
you
the
watch
weekend. Killer pythons.
Oh.
You know you can get them in a bag now.
Well, we've got one near our house, and I popped down and got like
Killer
bacon and
pythons.
eggs and stuff for breakfast.
Oh, hello.
Saturday breakfast. I didn't realise that, like, I didn't have to do a full supermarket. I was
Yes.
like, I'll just see if it's all at the Shell Red Express, and bingo.
Full bag of killer pythons. This isn't a paid bid. I
You're
just
an
love killer
adult.
pythons. What?
Just going down to get a bag of killer pie.
I've got kids.
Did you share them? You wouldn't let your kids eat that.
No, they weren't with me.
My kids aren't allowed that.
I'm a man-child, Lauren.
How good.
Hey, before we get out of here this morning, 132410 is our number. How do you know you're getting old? Lauren just mentioned before, Sarah, our boss, likes to sit down when she dries her hair.
Well, I wasn't going to say a name. I just said a boss of ours could have been BT.
13, 24, 10.
Shamed her into that one now.
Lauren and I both have pill boxes.
Tablet boxes. And you know what else really makes you feel old? When you've got to put in your date of birth or something, but it's the scroll back, and you're like scrolling to find scrolling.
I forgot my password for ING on the weekend. I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting back to like Roman numerals. Mm-hmm. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's really depressing when you got to do the scroll back. All right, Diana in Doncaster on 13, 24, 10. What makes you feel old?
Oh, so if you fall over and nobody helps you up, then you're young. But if a whole lot of people come to help you, then they must think you're old.
Because
Diana,
it's not
that means
falling
you haven't
over.
fallen over.
You had a fall. That's the difference. Remember when we were in Cairns and I almost fell in the bathtub?
You were like, they need those little sticky things so you don't slip in the bathtub.
Need a railing.
Yeah.
Just like bath showers freak me out now. Very
because
slippery.
you're too old to get your leg over it to step out.
I've got one at home. I feel like I'm showering at the Ridges every day.
Gabby in Pakenham, good morning. Are you getting old, and what is the sign that you're getting old?
Yes, I'm only 25, but for my 25th birthday, my grandma bought me a steam mop, and it was like the best present I've ever received. It was the best.
Yeah, when you start enjoying cleaning products.
Yes.
I'm getting old.
My wife opened the laptop on the weekend and was like, have you been watching videos of Thermomix? And I'm like, yes. Have you seen what it can do? Incredible. G'day, Luke.
That is an old person thing.
How do you know you're getting old?
You know you're getting old when you got to turn the radio down to find a car park.
I agree.
Oh.
When you've got to turn it down to think as well.
We're very distracting. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's...
That's a real thing. It's like I can't think
I do that.
And have the radio on. If I'm concentrating or there's traffic, I'm like, turn the radio down.
Yes.
Why
you
is
find
that?
a shop or a street.
Yeah, when you really look at it, it's like it helps your eyesight or something.
Guys, I even put the windows down when I'm reversing into a spot, just so there's no glass between me and the mirror. I can see.
Oh.
Could be the tint.
Might be the darker than legal tint.
Might be the tint. Hello, Anne.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
I'm just saying you're in Chadstone, and I just remember a conversation I had on the weekend with some friends of ours, and Hilda and Roger go, we're going to Chadstone, and you know when the first thing you do is like, the parking.
Oh. No, when you've got to go to the information person at Chadstone to work out where you are.
I did that last time.
Excuse me, where's Smiggle? I can't look at that map. It's too confusing.
It's behind you.
Can you point me in the direction, please?
Okay, Anne, what's yours?
You know you're getting old when you need to put a chain around your glasses. I had to go and buy a chain because I keep losing my glasses.
I need to get one of those for Paul. He loses glasses like there's no tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
The chain. Why don't you go? Remember they used to do it in wetsuit material?
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
No, it's for your sunglasses.
Surf dive.
But the chains are in now. What about people who have their mobile phone on a chain?
Oh, my God, my wife. I'm like, you
like
look
a crossbody handbag.
You look like you work in the Hello Kitty store.
So she never loses it.
All right, guys, that is it. We are getting out of here. What a roller coaster it's been. No Clint, fire alarms.
It's all happening in here today.
God. Have a great day. Aaron Rich is in next.
Yes, and we will see you tomorrow. We've got more chances for you to get on that standby list to go and see Teddy Swims in Vegas. I love Teddy Swims.
Might not see you tomorrow. You never know.
Hide and seek might begin.
Melbourne's biggest game of hide and seek, $250,000 on the line at any point. We could go missing, and when we do, the game will begin. We will relocate from the Nova Studios. We'll be somewhere in Melbourne. We're going to give out clues. First one to knock on the door and find us wins the money.
How good. We caught up with Liam today, who won the $86,000 last year.
Yeah.
He's playing again, Melbourne, so you might want to beat him.
He's the one to beat. More on hide and seek tomorrow, if we're here or if we're in it. Got to wait and see. Could start at any moment. Aaron Rich is in next. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.
Have a great day.
Jase and Lauren.
Jase and Lauren. Wake up feeling good. Follow them on the socials.